What if I told you Argentina played fairly at this year's World Cup? Odds are you just told me to F off, especially if, like me, you're English. But how certain are you that they didn't? Did you sit down and analyse every refereeing decision? Or did TikTok tell you they were cheats? And then tell you again, and again, and again, and again. Because if you had spent the World Cup seeing memes and interviews and clips telling you again and again that Spain were the real cheats, you might have believed that too. That's because when claims are repeated, they can begin to feel more credible just because they feel familiar. Now, psychologists call this the illusory truth effect, and it may help explain how Argentina so easily became the designated villains of this year's World Cup. Although Javier Milei has a more specific explanation, or rather assertion. The Argentinian president claims that there was a coordinated campaign to turn public opinion against his country and its football team, funded by Brazil, Mexico, and the US Democratic Party. Now, it should be said he hasn't offered any evidence for that claim. And to be fair, the backlash and the hate didn't come from nowhere. Argentina's run to the final was accompanied all the way through by complaints about refereeing decisions. Not only that, but FIFA is investigating the violence that occurred after the final, as well as the Falklands banner displayed after Argentina beat England in the semi-finals. But Milei's conspiracy theory does raise an interesting question. How much of what we think we know about a tournament comes from actually watching the matches? And how much of it comes from seeing the same clips, accusations and conclusions repeated across our feeds? I mean, I certainly saw a lot of TikToks calling the Argentinians cheats. Maybe that influenced how much I ended up shouting at the referee through my television during that semi-final match against England. Or maybe I'm just English. Either way, one thing's for sure. I'm still glad that Spain beat them.